So in this part one, in this part 2, we read the data from the API. In the part 1, we completed the create the task. We call the API add task API. We pass this information to the API through the payload, and we will to create the task, and we successfully create the task. You can see the till now we create the 2 tasks here, and that is we done in the part 1. We created the form in the part 1 and call the API done in that previous video. This video I'm going to cover the read. Read means what we created in the task list. That list I will get it from the API. Okay, this video. For this, now you can see here. For this, I need to design the UI for the list of get the display the list of to dos and call this API get all task and display on the list view. Okay. For this, we require to design the screen view. Okay. And already view model is there. So view model just to call implement the API for get all task in the view model. Okay. In the VM. And in the model folder, create one class for the response. Okay. Okay. You can see here task list view is created. This is a view. I created a task list view. This is empty screen. I'm able to write a code to design the list view. And here I created separate method. This method I call in the init state. Get all task. Okay. So here I call the view model method. Okay. So here go to the view model. This API need to call. This method need to call from the view. Okay, from the view. In this method, I need to implement this API. I need to implement this API. So that API already that we can see in the server constant there is a base URL is there, and endpoint is there. There is an endpoint is there. So we combine the both URL plus endpoint. I prepare the list of the I prepare the final URL and create a do object. In the try catch block, do dot get call the API and pass this URL. This will get the response from the API. In that response, if we get the 200, okay, now you can see in the postman also we get a 200. If it's a 200, then only we got this response. Then only we got this response. This response, what is the response is coming from the API. That response we convert into the this model class. But so this model I have created already. But how can I create is I copy this response and go to the JSON dot. I paste here. So generate this class. I copy this code. I copied this code and paste in this file. That is in model class. So in the view model, help of this class, call this constructor, call this from JSON constructor, pass the response. This response is converted into this model class. This model class holds all the response, but in the response we required only list of the item. Okay, this model, this object is available within this scope only, but this that's why we create a global variable in the view model, okay, to hold that all the task list what is getting from the API. So here it's designed created the array After getting the response, that response is assigned to here. Then in here call the notify listener. So till now, just we implement the API to get the all the tasks. And what is the pending is display this list onto the screen. So as per my requirement, after create task, I have created one button called display task. You can see in the previous screen, displays task. When I click on this button, it should navigate to the task list view. Here, display all the tasks. Here, I need to call the API to get all the tasks and display on the list view. For this, in the main dot, I create a route name for the task list, and this is the route. This route name, this route name, implement navigate using this route name and navigate to the list view screen to help of this button, help of the display button. And I click on the display button, navigate a dot, push route name with this route. Okay, now this empty screen is there. So go to the list view. Now I didn't implement anything. That's why it is display the empty view. Now my part is we have the array. That array I'm going to display on the list view. So already navigation done. Only thing is here I'm going to retrieve the model. See, in this get all task method in the view, I'd call the method in the V model, because of in the V model we have the method called all task. Here we retrieve the information, right? So now how can I call? I need to access the V model in the task list view inside the method. Okay, so final view model. Okay, task, you can create any name. So view model equal to the provider of task view model listen false. Okay, not required to listen here, because of just we need to call the method of await view model get all task. That's it. Just call this method. So here after getting the response, we call the notify listener. That will that will display on the list view. That's it. Clear? So here design the screen scaffold app bar app bar and title is a tasks task list. Yeah. And after app bar, this is scaffold, right? And the body. So let's use a selector as another widget is there. Okay. So first I will explain without selector. See, again, the same view model, this object will copy in the build, but this view model, this builder need to render when the state is changed. That's why I removed the listener. Initially, listener is true because of any model it changes any, but we are using only for the only this object. That's why I rendered whole build method. Only that object only I need to render in the list view. Okay. List view, previously we are using the consumer, right? So we can use a consumer also. This is also another approach. So list view dot in that container child list view dot builder, and the builder, this is a design, and now item count. Where did you get the item count? vmodel dot to do list dot length. That's it. Item count we have that. The previously we maintained in the we maintain the same class. We define the array here only, right? But that but everything we divide using the MVVM, that is we written in the V model. So that's why using the V model we retrieve the to-do list and the length assigned to the item count of the list view. Here, so need to design. First of all, get the to-do data, final to-do data, V model dot V model list view dot index. Now just run this. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, again I repeat, the come to the read. So far what we did is, this is a list view. Okay, this is a VM. So we design the list view like this using the list.builder. In init state we call the VM, and for the getting the task, after getting the task, the data we stored in the VM only, and through the node file listener will inform to the view. Okay, so this is the, we request the API to view model. View model handle all the business logic and retrieve all the information. After getting the response, so it's informed to the view. Here we display the list. That's it. That is we so far we completed. Okay. So here let's see the task list is loaded or not. Okay. So let's render again. I'm back to the first. This is a initial screen. Okay. Clear? Now we can see here, we call this API, we retrieve this information, that information we display on the screen. Now we can see here, now this is a task and description. So far I displayed only title, description and priority. So priority high, high, high. So let's some beautification to the design and the card. Now see the output, display the task. See, okay, the priority is high. Now so far we completed the whole. So far we created the two tasks. You can see here in the response also we get two tasks and display on the card. Okay, let me create another task is attend the Flutter class today. Okay, this class agenda of the class is get all tasks from APA and display on the screen. This is one task. Due date is today now. Okay, and priority is high and created by me, my email ID, and this is. Now clear all the logs here and click on the create task. Now task is created here. So now task is created. So now go to the display task. Now we can see now 3 task is created. Okay, in this section we create the task. In this list we retrieve all the tasks. That's it. This is the part 2 of the to do task list display. And next part is I will add edit and delete option here. When I click on the delete, it should delete from the list and implement the APA. That APA is this APA delete task. I'm going to pass the ID of the task, and after delete again render the task list. This is task. We are going to continue in the next part.